Brilliant stuff from the Police here on U105, 1983, of course, and Every Breath You Take. And Arland is in. How are you?
Hey, how are you?
Just trying to fix your microphone again, because you never do it. And it's being filmed. Andrew is looking resplendent in his cameraman gear and all, you know. Right? So he's doing the filming. It'll be on Bakebook later on. Okay. Jolly request for Owen and Glen Gormley, 20 today from Mum, Dad, Brother Michael and Sister Orla. No problem. Owen, have a great day.
Can I ask you something?
What?
Do you remember years ago whenever you went into the movies and you would go in...
Pictures.
You'd go in and you'd go into the middle and John Wayne and the Sands of Iwo Jima would be halfway through.
How old do you think I am? Going to the pictures to see the Sands of Iwo Jima? No, I didn't actually.
You'd go in and Audie Murphy would be getting killed and then you'd stay because you never seen the start and it was just on a loop and you could go in and you could
First
sit
picture
all day.
I ever went to see was Pulp Fiction.
No.
Was I?
Really?
I was about 13.
No way. The first picture I ever went to see was my Aunt Annie, my Aunt Rose brought me, and it was Gone with the Wind, I think.
Hold on. Anne and Rose brought you, what age were you, about 6?
To
see Gone with the Wind?
It was weirder than that. The lady came around at half.
Gone with that well-known kids film. 3 hours. 3-hour treatise on the American Civil War.
And all I can remember is that the best part...
Mickey Mouse is not in it.
No, the best part was that the lady came around at half-time at the interval with ice cream, and I think I slept through the rest, but they brought me to see Gone.
No, they used to.
Yeah.
You know, but again, we keep getting told that cinemas make their money on the extras.
Yep.
So no one comes around at half time with the ice cream and drinks. They used to sell fags as well. You know, it's like a wee mobile shop. You should be cycling up and down the aisles in a rickshaw. Right, pasty bops, shoes, umbrellas.
Want to buy a video? But the reason I mention that is because they used to do the intervals years ago because they had these epic films. But you know, there's a movie coming out soon.
It's a film,
and they're considering having an interval. It is so long.
Flipping Hector. Well, they'd have to.
Yeah.
Alfred Hitchcock was always asked about why he timed films in a certain way. He says the length of an entertaining film should be directly linked to the capacity of the human bladder.
I thought you were going to say mind.
No.
Bladder.
He actually said, if your film is so long that people have to take a break to go to the toilet, it's too long.
Oh, that's
what he said, you know, and that's the way he timed his films. I made that up.
Did you?
No. No, that's serious. But the intervals years ago used to be, that's how the cinemas made their money, selling stuff, you know, so you could queue up at the wee woman on the aisle or nip out to the foyer and buy something or whatever. Now they just
and you know the trailer,
get their arm in on the way in.
And you know the trailers used to go before the films?
Yes.
Did they?
But of course, there's always trailers before films.
Holy sausage, no. The trailers used to come after the movie.
No, they didn't.
All right, I got that wrong.
Yeah, you did. Because I'll tell you what happened here years ago. What happened directly when the film was over. No, tell me.
I don't know.
They used to play the Queen. Do you remember?
No.
Do you not remember?
No.
That used to be, yeah. Always played national anthem. So you'd have half the crowd getting ready to stand up and be respectful and the other half trying to get out. And that's when they're going to play the Queen. And I'm not letting you out, I'm standing for it. You know, let us out. So people are trying to bunk their way out and they're going, you look like you're standing for that. You know, it was, you know. So, but the anthem, and I don't know what happened to decide that... there was, no anthem anymore, but that used to be a thing. But that's what happened. And, of course, nobody could see 2 feet in front of them because of the smoke. You couldn't breathe. And...
a grimy day out.
And Cosby Curzon came back to me. Remember I was asking about the size of the old cinemas? One of them held 2,100 people. I mean, that's like going to a big concert. You know?
Sausage,
most of them held 1,500 people. So when you went to see a good film... everybody was there with you, you know. Right, it was a real community event.
Can I say something else as well? Do you know that saying, you think you're the fella in the big picture? Well, that saying came because before the big picture, they had a wee picture.
Yes.
And so being the fella in the big picture meant being the fella in the main event.
You're Jack a lad. You think you're it. You know, that's
so
it.
You think you're the fella in the big picture. Yes.
Think you're it? Right. It was an insult. You think you're it. Remember the worst insult years ago, and I haven't heard it in a long time. And it used to be, "Oh, you're a bore." So bore was really bad, but you're just an old sickener. Sickener. And it was, "You've wounded my heart," you know? That was the worst thing he could have been called. Near him, he's a sickener. Sickener. It has all the venom and toxicity and poison that it needs, you know, to express that someone's an undesirable sickener. So there you go.
Well,
the Alpha Picture House in the 60s says, Liz, we had two ladies selling ice cream and all the stuff. The Alpha, that was in Rathcoole. I went to see, what did I go to see in that? Can't remember. But it was one of those.
Charlie Chaplin.
Hey, what did I? Whoa!
I was only saying.
Charlie Chaplin.
Ben-Hur.
Because I remember it was one of those, it was like a play being played out in our hall. Because my mates came and said, "John, are you going to the pictures?" And me saying in a stage kind of whisper, "No, I can't go because I've no money." I would love to go to the pictures, but I have no money. And it was 5p or something, you know. And I remember my dad saying, "Do you think we're stupid? Do you think I've never done all of that? There, take yourself off that pictures. I don't want to see you for the rest of the day." You know, so go out the pictures. And then although he had the money, he'd try to sneak in. Money, not spend that money, it's for sweets. Right. So anyway, Big Henry says, "My bladder was as full as the Titanic." That's a bit too much information, Henry. Thank you. Right. My mum used to say, "You think you're a big fella, but a wee shirt fits you." Says Martin Glentoran Stewart. Yes.
Oh, that's very good. I love that.
Listen, Jimmy is abroad, Lanzarote, somewhere swanky, and he fell asleep earlier on because he had a couple of beers. Well, he's now out of the cupboard, or back on his feet. So can you wish him happy birthday?
Oh, Jimmy that we put in the cupboard, that's right, because he's so much trouble that they lock him in the cupboard during the quiz to keep him quiet, and sometimes that doesn't help.
Well, there you go. We'll say
so Jimmy's out of the cupboard
happy
for his birthday.
Right,
Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Right. Johnny, we used to have a friend in the 70s and 80s, and he always wore, it says here, he always wore Tide songs. What's that mean? His nickname was Sickener, and he took it well, says Anne and Ardoin. That's obviously that old vindictive text, but Tide songs, what's that supposed to be? What could that be?
I don't know.
Tide thongs. Tell us, Anne, what that is supposed to be.
Tired.
And he's a sickener. And a bubbler. Somebody had always told lies.
Yes.
Bubbler.
And everybody always knew a bubbler. There was always one in each company.
Yeah.
Wasn't there?
What? A bubbler?
Yeah.
I don't know. If I don't know who it was, it must have been me. Hey, your honor, he's a bubbler. The Alpha also had a chippy in the foyer, says Artie the Quizzer. I remember bringing chips and all into the pictures.
Really?
Picnic, and racing chips.
With your 5p?
Yeah, 5p's worth. And a taxi home and a new suit.
Bird desert boots.
Anyway, what film did you go and see?
Oh, sorry, I went to see what men want.
What men want,
yes.
And in brackets, who cares? Is that it? Directed by women?
Do you know what I got?
Who gives it?
Do you know what I... Do you know what I got out of this film? Men think the absolute rubbish. Men think nonsense.
This is a direct rip-off of What Women Want.
Yes, and that one...
Mel Gibson.
That was amazing, and his wee...
This apparently is brutal.
No, well, it's not brutal. I thought it was going to be. The Mel Gibson one was amazing, but this was actually funny. I liked it. It was never going to be as good as Mel Gibson. I mean, it just wasn't. But
there's
this was
nobody
good.
in it.
I enjoyed it. Well, the lead one, Tara P. Henson.
There's nobody in it.
Yeah,
if they walked in here, you wouldn't know any of them.
There's people in it you just don't know them. You know, there's people in it you definitely know.
There's people in it you know, but you just don't know them.
No, this is good. If you want a bit of fun and easy watch, this is good. I liked it.
So what is it? Does this woman, she become a mind reader and can hear what men are thinking?
She works
Dirty pigs that they are.
She works in a man's business. And
I thought you want to say in a man's wardrobe. was Jimmy there?
Anyway, I give it an 8. I thought it was very good. Yes.
What? You give it an 8? What's the film about? How's that for a review?
I'm going to wet myself to make me laugh.
That's like going to span a ticket to see the World Cup final and the referee just comes over and goes, Brazil won 1-0. You're not seeing the match. That's it. Go home.
Right, so it's a lady who works in an advertising, not advertising, she's a
helicopter?
Do you know one of those?
So for anybody who can see us, and she waved her hand about, she works in...
Do you know one of those people?
How does that mean, advertising?
Do you know one of those people who do things for people who are famous?
She's an agent, PR agent kind of thing.
That's what I said.
Right.
So she's an agent, and she keeps getting passed over for promotion because she's in a boys' club. It's all men.
All the dirty men. The glass ceiling, they call it. Yes, right. So, yes.
So that's what it's about.
And then she can hear what men are thinking.
Yes, all
and
of a sudden.
And it leads to humorous situations.
Yes.
Right, okay.
But men don't think very...
Hold on, you can't judge all men on some writer in Hollywood trying to get an old gag and taking their hand out of men.
It's what men want. Suitable for a 71-year-old. Yes.
No,
yes,
read the rest
really
of the text.
Is.
Linda, is what men want suitable for a 71-year-old woman? I took my mother to see Girls Trip on your recommendation and she nearly had a heart attack.
Yes, it is. It is. I just really enjoyed it. There's nothing.
But don't want you telling people to bring their grannies and their elderly mothers and all their dirty movies.
No, it is good.
You recommended Wolf of Wall Street to Michael Oak, and he took his wife down for a very genteel night out. It's like the last days of Caligula. Even I watched it and I was going, whoa. I was on my own in the house watching it. I had to draw the curtains in case the neighbours saw me watching it. It was, whoa. It was wild.
I thought it was very smart.
Very smart. But, okay, it could be smart about it. He manipulated the money markets and everything else. Did he need 20 naked dancing girls on his desk in the office to do it? Anyway, I'll be back in a minute. Melter. Right, we're back with Linda. How you? Headphones and all on? All ready to go?
Yes, I am.
Right.
Sort it.
I'm trying to think what I was asking you, but it doesn't matter. But don't you recommend film for people who have an easily offended nature or of a sensitive nature? Some of the things you've said, go and see, and I'm watching them going, oh. And then I'm thinking, hope she didn't bring the Madison yet.
Here, what I wanted to mention was lemonade bottles.
What about them? Do
you remember bringing lemonade bottles back?
Yes, well, they're bringing that back again. You know, you get a deposit on the bottle to stop people just wasting them, you know.
But you remember trying to collect everybody's lemonade bottles?
Oh, yeah. And listen, on the way home from school, you'd be looking in old fields and all and over fences for someone who was obviously rich, who finished their lemonade and threw the bottle away. You got sixpence on a bottle, you know.
Sixpence?
Yeah. Listen, I'd mentioned my mum and I didn't know how to say to her. I was up in her house the other week. I know she loves her plants.
She does.
Her garden and all is brilliant. She really, you know, she's got green fingers and she can make anything grow. Well, she was running around watering everything, and she was watering one. She says, I'm pretty pleased with that one. Look at that. That has done really well. I'm going around. I have no interest in flowers. No, I'm going around and going, yeah, no, smell lovely too, smell. And I was looking at this one and I'm going, what? I'm looking and going, and I went to ask her and she'd walked away, and I was saying to myself, that's plastic. And then I was trying to, you know, crush the leaf.
Because sometimes
and I went,
you don't know.
Maybe it's a really hardy flower, so I got the one beside it and crushed it, and the leaf rolled up in my hand, and then this one wouldn't. She's been watering a plastic plant. So
she thought it did well during the winter.
Look at that one. I know, but we bit of baby bio one that it's doing rightly. But funny, it's working in that one, but not in those other ones because they're not coming on at all. Could you tell her? I didn't want to embarrass her. We'll embarrass her on the radio instead. Mommy, you're watering a plastic plant. So,
but it looks real.
It looks, listen, I know, but you don't have to go through the motions of watering it and putting all the wee fertiliser on it. Saying that, if she sent it up to our house, Lisa would manage to kill it.
Plastic one.
She would. Oh, listen, it's a death sentence for any plants. Because Mommy's always giving Lisa cuttings and all, and then you'd grow that, and she'd come up with whole trees and plant them and all, and then come up the next week. It's dead. Sorry. Did you water it? Oh, you're supposed to water it? You know, it just... Lisa would just kill anything.
No, they don't make it in your house. They definitely don't make it.
Right. Michael Oak says, Connie still hasn't gotten over me taking her to that film that Linda recommended. That's a couple of years ago now.
No, it is a couple of years ago.
So listen, just very quickly, Deagle washed the windows in his house because Kathy was at work, right? Kathy then came home and then said, those windows need a bit of a wash. So Deagle's sitting going, do I tell her I washed them? Or just let her fire away? Because if he tells her I washed them, she's going to go, you call them washed? That's not how you wash windows. So he may as well just shutting up, wouldn't he?
Oh, we should tell her he washed them and give her the chance to do that.
No. If she doesn't think they're washed, there's no point him saying he tried.
What did he wash them with? An iron?
An iron. Right, thank you. When are you on your head to balls? Your marvellous audience.
I'm on tomorrow night.
Both of them?
From 7 o'clock until 12.
7 to 12? Right, okay. Johnny, after rearing you two, I understand your mum's thinking. Thank you very much. Didn't we?
Thanks, Enda.
Tell that wee woman that they're plastic.
Oh, Daddy.